This forecast is powered by Comfort Now, comprehensive heating and cooling solutions for Atlantic and Cape May counties.
And this was the scene on our Glen Insurance cam overlooking Route 30 in Absecon heading into Atlantic City earlier on. You definitely see we had the high clouds out there, a lot like late yesterday, and I think you're going to have to get used to this scene more often than not over the next 36 to 48 hours because there will be more clouds plaguing our area. We have a storm system developing down to the south. Oh boy, sounds scary. We'll get through that info in just a second. Overall, I think it was decent out there. Temperatures were certainly warmer than yesterday. That's good, right? 46 degrees, our high temperature at the airport in Egg Harbor Township. 35 right now in Atlantic City, 40 for Philadelphia, 29 in Pittsburgh, and 21 in Erie. So we are going to be cooler than what's represented right here, all the way down to 35 in Hamilton, 34 for Mays Landing at this hour. A little bit warmer up towards Cherry Hill and Dedford and Salem right along the Delaware River. Cool in Atlantic City. And Sea Isle, the Promenade now reporting 37 degrees. All right, let's track the cold. Clearly yesterday was extreme, right? I'm not expecting any more of that for a while as the coldest is pushing back up into Canada. Now, more often than not, we are going to have this trough in the jet stream. So that's a dip. Anytime you have ridging and the warmer temperatures out over the west, or I should say many times, it's not always the case, but many times on the opposite end, you get this troughing or the dip in the jet stream. And I think that's going to be the case over the next few weeks as we close out November. No surprises there. That was in our long range forecast. So I'm in complete agreement with that. I like to see everything playing out so far. Here's our upper level pattern. And what we're looking at here is one of the forecast models that we use to determine what we think is going to happen in the medium to long range. And anywhere you see these oranges or reds, those are higher than average heights. This is where you have the ridging of the jet stream. And what goes up must come down. On the opposite side here, you have the blues and you have the trough setting up. This is today. This is a week from today. And it looks very similar for the east. You have the blue, you have the lower heights, and you have high pressure building in, trying to build in through the center of the country. So your warmer temperatures would likely be there, cooler in the east. Now, looking at things over the next 10 to 15 days, I do think that there will be a period where we get to around average. That's about 55 degrees for maybe 4, 5, 6 days in a row, and then we'll cool back down going into Thanksgiving. This is the pattern. Generally looking cool and potentially unsettled, potentially stormy as well. You have the ridging over the Pacific Northwest, and then there's your dip into the east. So generally cooler to wrap up November. I do think we'll try to moderate going into December before the hammer of Thor gets thrown down and winter really gets churning. 30 tonight, mainly cloudy skies. We have a chance of a couple of passing rain or snow showers, but 99% of you are dry. Ain't gonna amount to anything, all right? We're more comfortable tomorrow, probably some high clouds moving in, looking a lot like today, just a little bit warmer at 52 degrees. And then I think tonight's gonna be a decent night. But here's that system passing by, your best chance of any kind of wet weather to the southeast of Hamilton. And these clouds, I don't know if this model's doing a great job at depicting it, but I do think that they're going to overspread the area a little bit more. A lot like today. You'll see some sunshine out there for sure. And then Saturday's looking good for most of the day. Through the afternoon, we'll start to see more clouds come in. And that's all associated with that storm system that's going to be plaguing our area through Sunday and Monday. So 40 degrees on your Saturday. We take a big step back. If you plan on being outside, make sure you are prepared for the elements. That's 15 degrees below where we should be for this time of the year. So here's that storm starting to take shape just east of Cape Hatteras Sunday morning at 7 o'clock. Now, with this thing, we are not going to see a lot of rain. On the northwest side of it, it is possible that a few showers could extend into our backyard by late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, but the bulk of it is going to be offshore. The one thing I really want to point out, as this thing progresses to the east-northeast, and no, it is not going to back up 150 miles and give us a direct impact. Any impact we see is residual in nature, but as these lines, these isobars come close together, our winds are going to pick up at the coast and offshore. That's going to help push excess water back to the coast, unwanted water. Coming off of a full moon, yeah, tidal flooding is a concern from Atlantic City down to Cape May. A lot of the model guidance is coming in suggesting widespread minor. I'm on board with that idea, but there is some coming in suggesting that we could get to moderate. So at this point, we're about 48 hours out. I'd say prepare. There's definitely going to be water of some sort in the streets. By tomorrow morning, I'll have a much better idea of what will actually play out. But I want to give you a heads up, all right? We should be preparing for moderate and hoping for minor. You know the drill living at the coast. These things are in flux all the time. So high pressure is up to the north, low pressure, that's our storm, down to the south. This system is actually going to push down on the storm and prevent it from coming too far north in latitude. We're going to keep those winds out of the east and the northeast for a couple days as that persistent onshore flow that brings the water our way. Stay connected, not only on this subject, but everything. Live interactive radar, your video forecasts and whatnot with my free weather app. Just go to your Google Play or Apple Store and search Nor'easter Nick or SJN TV weather, and you will have a great weather, hyper local weather app. Your 7-day forecast, there are the clouds on Sunday and Monday. I like where our temperatures go on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. This is that brief warm up I was telling you about. I mean, it's not too warm. This is where we should be. And that'll extend for another couple days before the 40s are back leading up to Thanksgiving. Have yourselves a great night.